Well, hello again. Today we are taking a trip up to Bushkill Falls. This is up in the Pocono Mountains. This is our trip in August of 2023. This is a really spectacular walking trail. There's 4 trails. We'll go over that later. During the week, if you go, it's $17 a ticket. For adults, if you go on weekends, it's $20 a ticket. So it was $40 for me and my wife. There's 8 total waterfalls up here. And again, like I said, there are different trails. There's a beginning trail, a popular trail, and then 2 hiking trails. Their colors are red, yellow, blue, and green. Green is the easiest trail. It's not very far. It's recommended for people that have walking problems or older people. It's very short. It's like I said, just see it from the top. Like I said, the red and the blue are hiking trails. They even have signs up suggesting that this is for people who like to hike. Then you have the yellow trail, which they say is the most popular. That's the one that we did try. It's really awesome. The one thing you'll see, there is a lot of steps on the yellow trail. You are starting off at the top, you're going down to the bottom, you're coming back up. Me and my wife did mostly the yellow, and then we continued on the red. And it wasn't bad. We figured we'd just give it a shot. And it wasn't bad. It's a lot of hiking. A lot of it, you're not on a path. It's a homemade path. Once you get down to the trails, you'll see it's all wooden trails. But once you get into the hiking area, it's all natural. You're climbing over rocks. There's a lot of roots on trees. But like I said, we had a great time here. A lot of walking. I think we did almost 9,000 steps. This is the beginning of it. This is where it tells you basically the trails. If you look straight ahead, you can see where it had those signs. This is, like I said, we've gone to the left. This is how far down it goes. This right here is mostly for the green and the beginning of the yellow. Like I said, this doesn't go all the way down. It just gives you basically a scenic view, and it's not far. It's not long. This is the yellow trail going down. You can see you're basically at the top of the falls, and then you'll start working your way down, and this is when you'll start seeing the steps. And this is the first falls that you have. Like I said, we came on a great day. It was August. We thought it was going to be really hot, but it wasn't. It was about maybe 70, 76 degrees, 77 degrees. And we had a great time. So you can see, just some of the spectacular views here. And that's me leading the way. You can see how the trail is. You can see mostly it's fenced with railings. This is part of just a nature reserve. Here you can see the steps again. They're pretty wide. When you get down lower, it gets a little narrow. There was a lot of people here. It's definitely summertime is really popular. But like I said, you can start seeing the steps. I wouldn't recommend it. If you have problems going up and down steps, then maybe this ain't for you. Because like I said, I'm approaching 58, and I have my problems with my feet. And I enjoyed it, but I was sore that night. I slept really good. Again, here's more view of the first waterfall. And that's basically what all you're doing now is you're just working your way down. And it gives you all different views. I mean, the nature is beautiful. The scenery is beautiful. The rocks. It's really good. And when you get down below on the walking trails, it's get even nicer because you got a little bit more room to walk around and take some pictures. I probably got about 75, 80 pictures. Like I said, I think we spent about 4 hours here. It's definitely something we want to come back and do again. Next time we're going to try doing the Blue Trail and just see how it is, because we did part of it, but when it broke off, we kind of stayed to the red and came back around. Like I said, we started getting tired, but you can see just what I'm talking about by the steps. You go down, like I said, you're going from the top and you're going down all the way to the bottom. There's a lot of energy. I mean, going down ain't bad. It's going back up. That's where you start feeling your legs and your thighs and your hamstrings. But like I said, you can look and you see. It's just, I mean, it's absolutely beautiful. I mean, I'd love to come in the springtime when everything's just blooming and more flowers around. Like I said, there you can see they're pretty wide and they got nice rails on it so you can grab it. Me, I'm a little afraid of heights, but I had no problem here. I thought that was going to be a problem going down and coming up, but it wasn't. Like I said, I really enjoyed it. And this, like I said, this is the first waterfall. This is probably the best one out of all of them. It's the biggest. Actually, it might not be the biggest. We missed one. We did miss one that was off to the Blue Trail. And like I said, we didn't take the Blue Trail when we were looking at it. We were kind of a little worried about finishing from where we were. Now you can really see this is what you're going up and coming down. This is coming down, and basically you got to remember when you go down, you eventually got to go back up. And you can see what I'm talking about, how steep they are and how many steps there are. Like I said, it's really enjoyable. Like I said, a lot of people had kids, and I mean, the kids really enjoyed it. I think the kids were more excited than some of the adults. Here you can see some of the trails do get narrow. Like this is narrow. Some areas you got to let people just walk by and just wait your time. And again, like I said, this is the whole descent of the first waterfall to get down, all the way down. And then from there, it's not that bad. But like I said, you loop around and you do other trails. But eventually you do have to go back up. And you'll see that later on in the video. But again, like I said, you can see. I mean, if you go to the Pocono Mountains, and we stayed at Pocono Mountains Villa, this is a must. It's not far from it. It's about maybe a 10-minute ride, and it's absolutely beautiful. I think they have some animals there. I think they have a little animal farm for little kids. I know when we first came in, they had an attraction off to the left, but not something that we would be interested in. And like I said, there's also tours if you wanted to do a tour. We weren't interested in that. We just wanted to walk. And like I said, you can look at some of the scenery here. I mean, this is, like I said, we thoroughly enjoyed ourselves. This was this was our day planned. I mean, I thought the rock formations were spectacular, and the plants growing out was just unbelievable. Like I said, if you're into hiking and like waterfalls, you got to do it. Again, this is still the yellow trail. Parts of the blue and the red also run, the same thing, and then they veer off. And we'll show you where it veers off. And you can definitely see, all of a sudden you'll see the steps will disappear, and you're just on natural area. And some of the roots formations were beautiful. You can see that's me down below. My wife is up. This is where I started getting a little tired, because this is when you're climbing up some steps. So you can see this is where we have to go up. And this has definitely got the hamstrings and the, the calf muscles were acting up and biting. But like I said, I had a fantastic time. I can't wait to come back again. And everything was in really good shape. Some spots were a little rotted, but I mean, mostly they really take care of this place. And then, like, all you do is, if me, when we got up all these little spots, I'd just take a little 5-minute break, enjoy the nature of it, sit down. They don't have many benches, so you got to, like, rest in these little areas here. See where that little kid is climbing up and everything. He's just enjoying himself. I'm looking to rest and get my breath. But this is, like I said, we passed the first one and we looped all the way around it to the back. Now we're coming up a little bit higher, and eventually we're going to go to one of the walking trails. And this is another one of the falls. It's smaller, but it's, like I said, it's just, I mean, such beautiful scenery. Like I said, you can't go wrong when you come here. Like I said, I would love to come in the springtime and see it when the trees are just starting to bloom. They supposedly have a bunch of wildflowers up here. I'd like to see, how they bloom and everything. And you can just see how big this place is. I mean, I got to give credit. I mean, they do a tremendous job of maintenance here, because, I mean, with a lot of people like this, and, you would think, unfortunately, people throwing garbage around, but this place was clean. It was very clean. Like I said, they do a spectacular job. I got to give them credit there. Right there, you could have saw. Here's a map. You saw where it said exit. That was going more to the yellow trail. This is where we veered and went to the red trail. This is leading out more, and you'll go along the water and up into the park itself. Like I said, we could have went to the exit and went up the steps, but we weren't sure what was down here, and we wanted to see, and I'm glad we did, because it wasn't that bad. There was only a couple of spots where it got a little hectic, but for the most part, it was a lot easier than what we just did with going up and down the steps. Again, you can just look. It's just, I mean, just a spectacular place to come and visit. I mean, it's absolutely beautiful. I mean, I can't see how anybody would come here and be disappointed. Like I said, you can do an all-day thing here. They have 2 big ponds in the front where you can go fishing. I'm not too sure. I think you can go camping here. I'm not too sure, but I know the parking lot is breaks into 3 different parts. Now, and then here you can see this is a narrow part. If people are coming the other way, mostly everybody was going the same way, but there are some people that are coming. You can see, like, these people here. You just gotta give away, let them pass, and then you pass. I always wondered if they had a little area where you throw coins in for good luck, but I guess, I don't know, if you threw coins in, I guess they'd probably, I don't know, maybe can disrupt nature, like the fish. This is the part where I thought it really got pretty. Just the rock formations. That's what I liked. And here we're going to come to where the walkway ends, and then it's just nature. And these are more of the rivers. You'll see the different areas of the river that's coming down. There's one fall. You can see where I'm talking about. Here it is, where it says, about the roots. I mean, you can see the roots of the trees right here. This is just what you got to watch. You got to watch where you don't trip over that. But this is basically, like I was saying, this is the red trail here. And it's all like this. It's really not, there's a few areas that have steps and some inclines, but actually me and my wife, we thought this was easier than doing the yellow, because the yellow we were going up and down steps. But this was just like a regular nice walking trail. And like I said, we were discussing it the next time we come. I mean, this is our third trip to the Poconos. We're definitely going to do another one. We like it. There's so many more parks up there to explore. But we definitely want to come back here. We want to do the Blue Trail. And the water was beautiful, too. I mean, I don't think it was all that cold. I mean, it wasn't even warm. And this is what I'm talking about with the roots formations. I thought they were pretty cool. You just got to be careful. And we did see a lot of kids, running out into the rivers, jumping on these stones. I don't know. I kind of wouldn't recommend it. They're kind of slippery. We saw one person fall. The thing is, you get hurt seriously out here. It's it's a long way to get someone to get down there and get you help and get out. Here's one of the areas where you got to go up some steps, and this will lead you to another trail. And it wasn't that bad. Like I said, most of the steps coming here are really going down. I believe this is what they call the Delaware Water Gap view they got, which I don't know. I thought it was going to be more spectacular, but right now it's just looking out over it. I mean, it's absolutely beautiful, but it's a place where it brings you out to the edge, and then you can sit there and you can enjoy. There were people just drinking some sodas, kids relaxing. Now this is coming toward the end. These are the steps, like I said, but at least these are going down. Here's some people coming up. But like I said, I was glad we were going down. But after this, you'll see, we got to go back up because, like I said, in the beginning, you work your way down. So at the end, no matter which trail you're on, you got to work your way up. But like I said, this is something that if you do come, if you come to the Poconos, you have to do this. This is just spectacular, like I said. But, I mean, like I said, if you have leg problems, knee problems, like I said, you might not want to do it or really take your time and rest. Like I said, they do have the Green Trail. Now, the Green Trail only goes a little bit, but there's really no climbing in that. It's just a small trail you can come and see. I don't know. I mean, to pay $20 to come and walk a little bit and come back seems like a lot. But this is coming to the end now. We're working our way up, and then we'll be working our way out. Right now our feet are, our feet are biting, our hamstrings are biting. Like I said, we got a very good night's sleep after this. But we enjoyed it a lot, like I said, and we definitely will come back again. Like I said, we want to do it in the spring, when we see all the trees and everything blooming, and just see how it is back then. We thought we'd maybe come back in the fall, but I don't think we're gonna. I think we're gonna go look and see what other places we can come see. So this is basically it. That was Bushkills Falls. Again, this is up near the Pocono Mountains. We went up. We stayed at Pocono Mountain Villa. This was about maybe a 10-minute drive. Right here in front, that's a little gift shop. We got a magnet. But I hope you enjoyed the video. We enjoy doing them. If you like them, please subscribe to us. We look forward to seeing you next time. And like I said, if you guys are up in the Poconos, you got to come to this place. This is something you'll really enjoy. Your kids will enjoy. It's a nice walk. It's an enjoyable walk. Like I said, it's a really pretty sight. This is, if you don't come and then you see people talking about it or see videos, you'll be disappointed. So, and this is our rewards. This is what we ate. We had big appetites, and the restaurant was right next to the villa. So we got our feed bag on, and we did good. All right. Thank you. Goodbye.